Hey guys, it's Lindsay here and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be building an Oasis Springs, which, if I'm being honest, is a world that I always forget exists in The Sims 4. I think it's just because it's one of the base game 3 and I've been playing this game for so long, and we also have other desert worlds, and to be honest, these days I'd much rather pick Chestnut Ridge over Oasis Springs just because the world is more detailed and more beautiful, I think, than Oasis Springs is. But I don't know, I just thought let's switch it up, go back to the basics of The Sims 4 a little bit, I guess, and let's build a house in the desert in Oasis Springs. So yeah, this house is very contemporary. It's very boxy on the exterior. I'm pretty sure that I used a photo from Pinterest again as inspiration for at least the front of this build on the exterior. It's pretty simple. I feel like these houses, they are very simple looking, but there's something I like about them. And once again, I'm also using the kind of concrete wallpapers and stuff on the interior and exterior because, like I've said in the past, I'm just having this obsession with the concrete style at the moment, and I promise it's gonna be a little while, I think, after this one until you see that style again on either of my channels, because I really need to just get a little more variety in there. But I feel like my favorite houses to build in this kind of more desert landscape is definitely these ultra modern looking houses. I think that it looks really interesting, and it just, yeah, it's a very flat landscape for the most part, and there's no grass really. I definitely added some, I think, well, not the paint, the terrain paint, but actual grass, just to give it a little bit of greenery. But yeah, one of the main inspirations, I guess, behind this build was Hey Harry's new Clean collection. I don't have the third part currently when I built this because it's still on early access, but I did use parts 1 and 2, which are the windows and doors. So those skylights are from that set, and I believe every window and door I used as well. I'm pretty sure. So there's a lot of seamless windows, which are super cool because you can make them. You can make a whole wall of glass if you want, which I think looks really cool. I didn't do that really in this build. There are some glass full walls made of windows, but it's not the seamless ones. I do have a build coming that I did use that in, and I think, yeah, they're so cool. I believe her bathroom set from a really long time ago had some windows like that, but it's cool that she's kind of done it again, and I love the skylights. I think that's a super cool added feature. So yeah, I'm just doing landscaping, a lot of rocks and stuff, because it's hard to landscape a desert. I know I've done a build before where I made it super lush, and I think that looks fine, but because this lot is so tiny, it definitely was hard to do that in this case. You can see I add a little bit of plants to the actual build itself as well, just to again bring it to life a little bit more, because yeah, it's a lot of oranges and browns otherwise. I don't know. I definitely played around a little bit and tried my best, but yeah, this house doesn't really have a backyard either. There's a tiny little back deck. I think I only put a grill on it. There's really not much going on exterior wise for this build. And to be honest, this build itself is also quite small. It's very open concept on the first floor, and then there's one bedroom and one bathroom upstairs. Initially, when I started this build, I wanted to go for a very minimalist vibe on the inside, and I failed so badly with that. I don't know, I just started building, and I think because it was such a small build, I was I want to save that for when it's a massive one and just do it very minimal decoration wise. So I just went crazy with clutter again. I did this as you can see right here, this built-in bookshelf around the fireplace that I think looks kind of cool. And I don't know that there's any specific style to this. I tried to make it look cozy. I feel whenever I do really modern builds, I want them to still feel cozy, because whenever I'm watching any house tour or something of these ultra modern houses, they're always so cold looking, and I don't know if it's because they're just staged and no one actually lives there, but it bothers me a little bit. So I almost always add wood floors because I think that's one thing that really just ups the level of like warmness, I guess, to the interior of the build. And then yeah, I just use like those couches are from Charlie Pancake's, her slouch collection. I love those couches. They always look super comfortable, and I think they also look modern, so they really add a little bit of life to the space, and they take up space well as well. So yeah, I managed to fit a little office space off the kitchen because like I said, this build is small, and I didn't know originally that corner was going to be the dining area, but then there was this huge space between the kitchen and the couches, so I decided to move the dining table there instead. This is also quite a small kitchen, but I really like it. I think is that David's apartment? Oh, I'm actually not sure where that kitchen is from. It might be David's. I think it's Pierre Sim. I think it is. I could be wrong. All the CC is going to be linked down below in the description box. So if you want to download this build, that's where you can go to figure out what I use, because I honestly have so much at this point in my game that I don't know anymore. So this is the bedroom. Like I said, this house is very open concept. Even the upstairs, there's not really a door separating the bedroom from the stairs. And then there's like a walk-in closet, and then the bathroom is closed off. I really love this bed area. I imagined like a sim who's into photography lives here, so that's why I added like the camera and some artwork around the bed. But I made like this really cool built-in like concrete area behind the bed that I think looks really nice. Plus the lighting is like actually chef's kiss right now. I love when the sun comes in on builds like that. It's so nice. I believe I used Charlie Pancake's TV here. It's a fairly new set, I think, from her, where there's two framed televisions, so you know, like the ones when the TV's not on, it looks like a photo. Yeah, I really prefer using those in my builds because I find TVs really ugly in the game. In real life, they don't bother me, but in the game, a lot of the times, I just don't. They kind of ruin the room sometimes. So yeah, I use one of those TVs in here. Now we're just moving on to the closet area, which this closet is from Felix and Harry from their basic set. I really like this closet. I like how it has doors on it, so you can kind of cover up all the clutter you add in so it doesn't look too crazy, because I always add a ton of clutter in my closets as well. And all those folded clothes are from David's Apartment by Pierre Sim. So yeah, we're coming up to the end of this video actually. We're just doing the bathroom, so I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video all the way to the end. If you want to download this build, the tray files will be linked below. That will take you to my Patreon, where you can also support the channel if you'd like and find all the CC as well. I will also be uploading to the gallery. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And thank you guys once again for watching. See you next week. Bye.